Oh, we'll walk around the compound once again.
No, once again.
Yes, we'll walk around the compound once again.
No, once again.
Yes, it's time to see some cats.
Let's grab a blanket and some snacks.
Oh, we'll walk around the compound once again.
I just heard you. I heard you over here whining. I heard you over here whining. Were you whining? Were you being whiny? You being a whiny boy? Are you being a whiny baby? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Princess just burped. Hey, stink snuffle. Oh, that was a snuffle. That was a regular snuffle. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. What are you doing? What are you doing? And she's still in there. Like that. She's pretty cute. Princess. Princess. Preen. Oh, she's Pee-ncess. Pee-ncess. Even princesses have to pee, you know, Derek. Unless, of course, if you're, maybe if you're a member of the Kim family, North Korean regime, and this is, I've heard that part of their propaganda machine says that they work so hard executing the duties of their position. They work so hard to execute the duties of their position that they don't go to the bathroom. They don't have a need to go to the bathroom because all of the food and everything that they consume is converted into energy by their glorious and godlike bodies. So there's that. So yeah, princesses still poop. Princesses poop. But glorious leaders don't. Hello, all you big cat lovers out there. It's me, Derek, again. Welcome to another super duper fantastic episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm glad that I didn't hurt my neck just then. I'm glad, because I tweaked my neck pretty bad. Or I guess I shouldn't say that I tweaked it. I had it tweaked for me during Jujitsu the other day. Went to an open mat at the gym that I train at. And there's different types of things where it's like you can go to, like intro to jujitsu, or jujitsu fundamentals, or advanced jujitsu, and then there's other things where it's just open mat where just everyone just comes, and then they just have different rounds going, and then you're sparring during the time that open mat is on, and however many rounds you want to go. Hi. Actually, I think I just did a good pop to my neck right there. Oh, that feels better. But I've had to do like different stretching and massages and crazy stuff just to get proper function and mobility back into my neck. I've had problems with that ever since I was a younger fella doing wrestling and playing football in high school. I used to get stingers. Because basically, and I've realized different things. I injured the AC joint here, which is the something autoclavicular blah 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 clavicle. There's a joint that connects your clavicle to your shoulder. I dislocated that back in high school, and here's the thing: it never got put back in. Like to this day, it's like it's permanently like kind of not where it's supposed to be, because it almost in a way kind of fused into almost like an improper position. But when that happened, and that's just, either like hitting tackling dummies or doing tackling drills or just different stuff like that. She is obsessed with Arali and Zubiri. Jeremy! That, like, legitimately startled me. It was unnecessary. That was so unnecessary. Also, these girls are starting to lay eggs. So, there's been a few farm fresh eggs at the Krahn table. Jeremy, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Yeah, you are such a jerk. You know that? You keep on ruining my casts. I'm gonna poke you. I don't care. My job now is to just annoy you. I want to annoy you as much as you annoy me. I want you to know that. It's my job now. I hate you so much. I hate you so much, Jeremy. You're so. Oh God! If this was a fancy cast, I would be saying. I would have a much different vocabulary. Much different. Zoops. Zoops. But yeah, what happened? Oh my gosh. Having that AC joint not in the spot, because then there's like muscle. There are muscle groups that actually kind of they start in your back, on your back, and then they actually go through and like underneath certain kind of bone structures and everything, and they connect in the front, and they do all sorts of stuff. And there's a lot of different kind of stabilizing apparatuses. And like a lot of those stabilizing apparatuses that are connected to your shoulder, that are the ones that are connected to the back, and then the back ones actually go up into my neck. Yeah. So what I ended up having like done, so as a result of some of this stuff, I would have like vertebrae that would kind of get mildly herniated, and then I'd have like, muscle swelling, all that stuff, and I'd have to do all sorts of different things, and I'd have to go and see the chiropractors and whatnot and go get the adjustments. But then it's like, okay, then I started to learn a lot more about my body, and I started to learn more about just like proper ways to kind of stretch and do things. And like, yeah, you can get like, this is uncomfortable and it sucks. And if left untreated, it can just like really kind of be just a very kind of debilitating thing, and it's not good. But now knowing that just because like this thing or like certain things hurt like here doesn't mean you focus on the things there. Sometimes you have to focus on things like in other weird kind of spots. I learned that from going to physical therapy. So I literally, like Heidi, we have a meat tenderizing hammer. We have a meat tenderizing hammer that we use to like beat steaks and just stuff that we put on the grill. And she took that meat tenderizing hammer with this kind of, it's like icy hot, so it's all biofreeze. Just rubbing biofreeze on me and then hitting me with a meat tenderizing hammer. And it helped a lot. Little bit left. Yep. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, little up. Doop, 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 doop. Little bit more to the left. Doop, 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 doop. Little back to the right. Doop, doop. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's good stuff. It's good. Look at Russell. Look at her. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, but I had oh my god. Yeah, it just you gotta be really careful with that stuff. And the only reason I know a lot about that stuff now is because I wasn't doing enough stuff to kind of take care of that side of things, and I was getting into some sporting type things. I was getting into rock climbing, and then I was doing maneuvers that were probably a little bit too advanced for my skill level, and I ended up, and this was the thing, because certain muscle groups were not, because of that like literally injury I had when I was in high school, because of injuries I sustained in high school, that then certain muscle groups got like strong in some areas, and then other muscle groups got weak in other areas because they weren't being utilized in the way that they were supposed to. So ipso facto, I ended up like partially tearing my pec, my pec. Yeah. That was not fun. That was not a fun experience. That happened in summer last year, June. Did I talk about that? I had to have talked about it. It was kind of it was a more significant thing of note that happened. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Ugh. Hey, mister. But I was, for a while there. Oh, because I got that more recent injury in June, and I had to do a bunch of different stuff, and I had to go and get, what's that, not the CT scan, but they put you into that big magnetized, Pringle scan, and I had to get one of those, and physical therapy, and wondering like, oh, should we do surgery? I still wonder if I should have gotten that. And then we ended up doing physical therapy instead. And oh yeah, the last let's see, it was June. Yeah, the last like 7 or 8 months. It was like 7 or 8 months ago was when I was starting to get like more active in earnest. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. 7, 8. Yeah, because I injured myself. I have to count my fingers. So I injured myself 8-9 months ago. And then So it was like a couple months after that I kind of started getting back into kind of doing stuff and working out. But, limited. Maybe like 5 or 6 months ago that I really started to kind of amp it up. And then, doing things in jiu-jitsu and rolling and actually, like, it was good because I was able to kind of get back into that mental swing of things. And then this last time, it kind of reminded me, like, you're not exactly where you think that you're, and it's like, oh, okay. But it was good because I didn't, it was a tweak. It wasn't, like, holy crap, this is it was a tweak without a break kind of thing. You know what I mean? Where it was a familiar kind of recapture of certain kind of unstable structures that I've been dealing with for years, and then reminding me, like, oh yeah, you got to take care. And then I was sitting there thinking to myself, just like, I kind of have gotten back. I've gotten back into that whole thing where it's like I'm going back into like working out and doing all this stuff. And yes, it's like I stretch, I do certain things, I do all that stuff, but not the more kind of specific. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't do like the specific physical therapy exercises that I was doing when I was in that immediate like rehab period after I'd gotten that injury. That's what I'm saying. So I have to make sure that I'm still doing that maintenance. The maintenance. Maybe I need to go and do some acupuncture or something, like, because I was actually doing a bunch of dry needling, or not me, like I was just dry needling myself. Watched a couple YouTube videos. No, but the physical therapist, she was doing a technique called dry needling, where they take like super thin needles and then, like, I mean, as the name would imply, whoa, they choo them right into your muscles. They choo them. Chugga choo right in the skin. No, but they stick these, super thin, but really, strong needles. And she would stick them in like inch and a half, 2 inches, like 2 inches into a muscle. And then she would like twist them and twirl them around. And then, some of these muscles that were in like this kind of state of like constant flex would like, and then they would kind of let go of that flex. It was really strange. It was strange feeling it. Surprisingly enough, did not hurt as much as you would think it would. I heard it. You tooted. You tooted. Just typical Tiki. Yeah, lifting up my leg. I'm gonna air it out. Yeah. I'm gonna make a boom boom. I am going to make a boom boom. Yeah, you made stink. Boomer, you made stink. You, gross. Get yourself figured out. Get your life together. But yeah, all of those different things, and then I would get kind of, slightly wonkered kind of discs in the old neck, and I would have to go to see a chiropractor, and then he would, train to get it out. Then I also realized, what's also a thing? Your muscles get so tense and tightened up, so let's see if we can try to work on some of those, and then, unassisted, without me doing, if I'm able to then, and then all of a sudden I'm able to like crack a thing that wasn't able to get cracked had I not done, had Heidi not beaten me with a hammer, literally. It's, that, hey, love. I love you enough to whack you with the hammer a bunch of times. Thanks, hun. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode of the Walk Around the Compound webcast. Hashtag Dorbus Award in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for all your big cat goodness. And if you want to learn more about the facility around me, you can always visit the website carerescuetexas.com for more information. And I'll see you folks later. All right, bye-bye.
Oh, there's a cat that loves to squeak. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, there are cats with cute little feet. So there are cats, cat. Oh, there are cats with stripes and there are cats with manes. So let's watch as Derek walks around the compound tonight. Yeah.